Hey folks, Keough here with a new training video for you. I trained last night and had a kind of a subpar bench press session. I wouldn't say that the numbers themselves were bad, but felt like I pressed a little bit too much, and because of hurting my hand, I didn't really get in any good training over the last week. I decided to take some time just to let it heal up. So, got up this morning and just couldn't go back to bed. Decided I wanted to go in and train, and so came in and did some squatting. And I was supposed to do a squat session either today or tomorrow anyway, just decided to bump it up and do it today. I wanted to really build off of the previous session that I had done, which went surprisingly well earlier in the week. So, number one, I wanted to continue to increase intensity and kind of get a gauge for where my strength lies. I haven't really had a good handle on it from my squat for the entirety of this training cycle because the squat itself has been moving up so fast. Second thing I wanted to do was film from the side, watch my depth, and put my singlet on. And so I filmed my squat depth from the side for all of my warm-ups and was, I don't know, I guess a little pleasantly surprised. I honestly felt like my depth was pretty poor for the majority of this past training cycle, and when I watched these videos today, I felt like I was at least giving myself a chance to hit depth. I felt like most of the reps realistically were right at parallel. I felt like as I started to find my groove on some of my latter warm-up sets, I started to break, and that's something that I need to continue to work on. But the encouraging thing was that I'm not far off from where I need to be in order to make sure that my squats get passed at this meet. I'm pretty close, and I know from experience that I'm not really going to lose strength by cutting my depth or by sinking my depth more in training. It's something that I'm going to make a focus every session from here on out because I think that it's just time. I can't continue to make excuses. I have to make sure that my squats get down there. As I feel progressively better, I'm hoping to make that happen, and I was pretty happy with it. Based on how the warm-ups felt, I was able to kind of gauge it on the work sets, and I felt like on the work sets it was right about where it needs to be. Ideally, I squat a little bit deeper at the meet so that I don't have to worry about possibly getting red lighted, so that's something that I'm really going to focus on. But anyway, warmed up to 405, then did 455 for a set of 4. The first rep felt kind of off balance, but then the second rep felt good, and the third rep felt good, and I just decided to do a fourth. From that point on, I went up to 470, ended up doing it just for a double. Those are both PRs. Those are both single rep PRs. The 470, I guess, is a 20-pound single rep PR for me without wraps. Then it, for the first time, makes me really feel like 500 is going to be doable in the meet in February at Raw Unity. I really need to squat, I'd say, around 500. If I squat around 500 and I bench around 350, both of those numbers should be very doable at the meet. Then I got to pull around 620 for the world record, and I think that'll be doable. But I just got to make sure that all the numbers come together, and so far, so good. Feel like I'm right on track. Anyway, keep checking in. More videos for you very soon.